and welcome to Moving Craziness. A video in which I went looking for an apartment, and I went looking at 3 apartments, but in the day itself it was just so crazy and I didn't get to like film that much. I never really explained what I was doing, why I was doing it, so I thought I would come down and just explain it myself here calmly and then show you the clips in between. I guess if you follow me on Instagram you already know that I'm moving out of the current place and moving into a place by myself. This decision happened at the end of January, so in the beginning of February we kind of gave our 3 months notice, so by May 1st we have to be out of here, so you not have too much overlap in paying rent, because rent is quite expensive, especially if you have to pay for 2 apartments. We wanted to have as little overlap as possible. However, that's quite hard to do because most people that put their apartments up for rent, they want to rent out the place as soon as possible, and obviously I don't want that because paying rent for 1 apartment is crazy enough, but having to pay for 2 apartments is even more insane. I had been looking at apartments for a couple weeks. I think I went to 5 or 6 real life apartments, but I always went with convert parents, and I'm super grateful that they came down with me every single time because I would not know what to look for in an apartment myself. I would only know if it feels right, but I'm super grateful they went with me. However, there was just 1 apartment that I really wanted to show my parents as well, because financial wise they would be vouching for me because I don't have a steady job, even though I pay the rent myself. If I were to not be able to pay rent, they would be the one that have to pay rent, and that's in the contract and everything. So I really wanted to show them the apartment as well before I would actually rent it. This particular day I went to look at 3 apartments, and so then I thought it was kind of vlog worthy. I am staying in Belgium, so I only went looking for new apartments in Belgium because I really like Belgium, and also the apartment prices in Belgium are way cheaper than in the Netherlands. So the apartment that I actually wanted to show my parents is with the same realtor as I am with right now, which is really helpful because they know me. Whilst we were there we also did a sound checkup, because if I were to rent that apartment, which I will because that's actually the apartment that I got, I will have a downstairs neighbor who works in care, so she works night shift. That means that in the day I either have to be quiet or know how much noise I can make. So we did a sound check with the daughter of my downstairs neighbor, so I brought my violin down there and I just tried to play a little whilst she was in the downstairs apartment listening. Both apartments were empty, so you did hear some sounds, but overall we think it will be good. And I already met my downstairs neighbor by now, and she's so super nice and so sweet, and I cannot wait to move. This is all the footage that I have from watching the first apartment. Hi!
Hi!
We're on our way to apartment 1 because we're visiting 3 apartments today. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I have my violin with me. We've already seen this apartment, but we're going to check if the downstairs neighbor will be able to hear me when I play violin. We have arrived at apartment 1 and we're going to look at it, but we have to wait until the realtor is here. Let's go! What do you think of the apartment?
Muy bien.
Then we went to look at a second apartment. The second apartment never really felt like my taste, but it was a backup in case this first one wouldn't pan out or the noise would be too much or whatever. But it felt cramped. I didn't like the people there. I didn't like how it felt. The apartment didn't look like my style, and so I don't know, I just didn't really like it. And there were neighbors everywhere, so I wouldn't even know if I could make noise, because apart from my violin, of course I also sing and upload YouTube videos which make a lot of noise. And this is all the clips I have from the second apartment. We're going to the second apartment now, which is a bit further away, I think.
No, it's not. It's just the other way, a bit the other way.
Okay, so it's about as far as the first apartment. We're going to the second apartment now, and I have no clue what we'll see there because this is the first time I'm seeing the apartment.
Me as well.
We have arrived, but it's a little wet. And I have my mask on. And lastly, we also went to a third apartment. This was never really an option because it was way overpriced. Not really, but for my budget it would be way too pricey. But my mom just really wanted to go there to kind of see what it looked like. It was really nice, it was really modern. However, the hallways was really small. It was quite a small apartment for the money, but the view was amazing and I really liked. That was just really for us. I only have one clip of that because I had to drive myself because my parents would leave right after that and not go back with me. I have only one clip. I will show you that right now. I forgot my camera and I had to drive to the third one myself because my parents are going straight home after this. But we're going to apartment 3 now, which is basically far above the budget, but we're just going to see how it looks. That was kind of the day. All of this happened in February. Right now I already know the apartment that I will rent. I started renting it by April, so there's only 1 month of rental overlap, which I'm really grateful for. Also, the new apartment will get solar panels really soon. It has a dishwasher, which I do not have right now, and an oven, which I do not have right now. So far, I really like the owner of the apartment. He's really nice and his wife is also really nice. The downstairs neighbor is just really nice. The realtor's really nice. And so far I've been blessed with an amazing path. Not too much trouble, not too much worry. So I'm really grateful for my experience so far. I did not want to overwhelm you with moving videos and only show you moving videos in a row. You're probably gonna see moving videos every other week. I hope you like this. If you have like any questions about my moving or about the apartment or anything, make sure to comment them down below. I will try and assemble all the questions and then make like a little Q&A about them moving. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more about me and my life. Bye guys!